Aries, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your weekly reading. This is going to be a reading for the week of April 14th through April 20th, and we're going to take a look at your past, your present, and your near future energies. Also, Aries, if you'd like to book a personal reading, all the information about how to do so is in the description box below. Also, Aries, make sure to stick around until the very end of this reading for a message from Spirit. It really ties in all the messages beautifully here. That's so interesting because Libra got Chariot in the exact same position in the near future. Some of you may be dealing with Libra, or you have a lot of Libra in your charts. And the main energy for your reading this week is the Justice. Some of you may be dealing with a Libra for sure. So, main energy for your reading this week. Justice. There is a divine balance that's being restored here for you. Either you're restoring it or it's just being restored for you and you're kind of just like along for the ride, but we'll see. In the recent past, you get the Death, Rebirth, the Ace of Pentacles, and the World. There's definitely a transformation happening here for you in the recent past. There's a brand new beginning, a brand new start to something. Could be in a relationship, could be in your career, could be in any aspect. But this is definitely a very big transformative position that you're in, right? You're in a transitional period and you're starting a brand new chapter. You've ended one chapter and you're starting a brand new one. And it looks very, very, very promising with the Ace of Pentacles here. Now, in the current situation, you get the Magician, the Three of Wands, and the Empress. You're manifesting things happening, things moving between you and somebody that you care a lot about. There's somebody here which is showing up for you. This is somebody that you have a lot of emotions for. Like, you're looking at this person like a snack. Like, you're hungry, they're your snack. And you're manifesting things happening and things moving, and I feel like things are taking a little bit longer than you would like them to. And so you're coming in and being like, hey, can we speed things up a little bit? Can things get moving a little bit more? But either way, this person is showing up as somebody very important to you. So that's very nice to see. Now, in the near future, you get the Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Wands. Things are finally moving. Like, in the current situation, you're manifesting things happening and moving way more quickly. And in the near future, it's like Spirit's like, oh, okay, you want things to go faster? Zoop, and they just fly forward. And again, things are happening in a very beautiful way. They are happening very quickly, but they're happening in a beautiful way. Now, there is a Five of Wands showing up here for you, which is letting me know that there is some conflict that you're possibly either working through or there's a conflict that you're coming up against in the near future. Now, the Five of Wands is not a very intense type of energy. It's more like internal drama where you can't decide if you want to do something. You can't decide what you want to pursue. So we'll see what this is about. But overall, the energies for your reading look really, really good. And I kind of don't even want to clarify, but we will. Let's take a look at the Justice, which is the main energy for your reading this week. The Justice is clarified by the Nine of Cups, the Magician, and the Five of Cups. So again, you're feeling very good, very balanced, very emotionally stable here because justice, or a sense of justice, a sense of equality has been restored here. Now, what you're showing me is that you're also manifesting something taking place about this justice, working with something from your past. Now, I know that was a lot of words. Let me try to rephrase that in a way that actually makes sense. You're in a very emotionally balanced position here in the current situation, but there is something that happened between you and somebody else in the past, right? Which you're manifesting that sense of fairness and justice and balance to be applied to that as well. You're like, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really great. I'm feeling stable. I want to feel good and stable and balanced about whatever happened in that past situation. You're not showing me what that is quite yet, but we might get to see what that is all about with the Magician in the current situation. Let's see. Okay. Excuse me. The Death in the recent past is clarified by the Hierophant, the Queen of Swords, and the Temperance. So there's definitely a situation between you and somebody else. Could have been a marriage for some of you, or it could have been a very, very intense connection that kind of felt like a marriage, where you're slowly working on opening back up to it. Now, I'm not saying you want to get back together with that person, but I feel like whatever happened between you and this person, when it ended, you kind of closed yourself off. You took that ending and you buried it, and you're like, I'm done, I'm good, everything's fine. You're kind of slowly unearthing that and looking back at it and being like, okay, maybe my heart was way too closed off after whatever happened there, that I need to open it up again. I need to heal whatever charged, difficult energy is tied up to that, okay? Now, again, I don't know exactly what this is. I don't feel like what I'm seeing in the current situation is that. It could be, but there's definitely something here that happened between you and somebody in the past. And again, could be a marriage, which really hurt you, shut you off emotionally, and you're just like, you know what? Maybe I can open up to this. Maybe I can start healing this now, at least in the recent past. Let's take a look at the Ace of Pentacles for you in the recent past. Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Death, which you just got, the King of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. Okay, so let's see here. You and this person, whoever you were dealing with in the past, may have been an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. You've gotten this all over your reading. You and this person were definitely a match in terms of intellect. You guys were both very intellectually stimulating to each other, all right? However, I feel like that ended, and you are now in a position where you have a brand new beginning with somebody else, possibly an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. You're showing me here that both of these energies are still present in your life, though. So that's letting me know that you and this other person from your past, you may have been done, something may have ended, but it's not fully done. You know what I mean? Like the door is still kind of open there, because their energy is still showing up, whether you're the one that's holding on to them or they're holding on to you, or you guys are just still in each other's lives somehow. I'm seeing two characters here. And they're not you. Neither of them is you. It's two different people. Interesting, Aries, interesting. Let's take a look at the world for you in the recent past. Okay. Okay, sorry. This came out in reverse. All right. I'll take it how they come out, Spirit. The world is clarified by the Judgment in reverse, the Moon, and the Fool. These are really intense energies. These are really, really, really intense energies. Okay, so Aries, you may not like what I'm about to say, but I read the energies the way I see them. You're refusing to make a decision here. You have a brand new beginning available for you. There is a brand new chapter. Like you are at the end of one chapter, there's a brand new chapter available for you. You have the availability to have a brand new beginning here. You're not allowing yourself, or you're refusing to make a decision about something. I don't know what this is. I feel like it could be somebody from your past. But what's interesting is you're not even recognizing that you're not making this decision. So I'm just going to flip this so it looks visually straight to me. What I mean by that is you may need to let go of somebody from the past. You may need to make a decision about, do I want them back? Do I not? What do I want to do with this? Etc. You're refusing to make that decision, and you're not even recognizing that you're refusing. You're just kind of like, what? Decision? I don't need to make a decision. It's fine. I'm at a brand new beginning. There's a brand new beginning here. I'm starting over. Decision? What are you talking about? What is this that you need to decide about? What are you refusing to decide about? What is it that you don't want to look at here? I don't know. You would know. But there's definitely something which you're like, I don't have to decide about this yet. Let's take a look at the current situation. I want to see what the Magician is for you in the current situation. The Magician is clarified by the 9 of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands, and what you get again in the current situation, and the 9 of Wands. You're manifesting stability. You're manifesting feeling like you have everything that you need, like you're able to stand on your own 2 feet. And I feel like it's been a long time coming. You've been waiting for this to happen for quite some time. And you're just kind of getting really frustrated with the fact that it hasn't happened yet. I'm not saying you're not in a good position. I'm not saying that you're not stable and grounded. You are. But there's still some aspect. It could be financially. It could be within a connection. There's something here which you don't feel like you have your own stability. Like you can stand on your own 2 feet when it comes to whatever this is. And you're manifesting having that stability. And you're like, Spirit, why is this taking so long? Why is this taking so long? Like, can I just get there already? For some of you, it could be finances, right? Like you want your money to improve already, and it hasn't. And you're like, okay, well, why is this taking so damn long? Let's take a look at the 3 of Wands for you in the current situation. Three of Wands is clarified by the Empress, which you get again in the current situation, the Page of Swords, and the Page of Cups. Again, 2 energies. two energies, and you guys are both matching in terms of the intensity. And again, I don't feel like either of these are you. I'm going to be honest. You get the King of Pentacles, King of Swords. So whoever these two people are that you're dealing with, they're matching in terms of energy. They're both showing up as kings. In the current situation, you get the Page of Cups, Page of Swords. They're both showing up as pages. So again, whoever these two people are, they're both matching in terms of the intensity. One of them, however, makes more sense to you. The other one, there's more of an emotional connection there. And you keep showing me like I'm waiting to decide. I'm waiting to figure out who's my person. Who's the person that I should go with? Do I go with the one that makes sense, or do I go with the one that I have more feelings for? Who should I decide? That's what you're manifesting here. That you're trying to get that decision where you feel confident enough to make that decision. To be like, okay, I know that this is the person that I want. That could be also the decision that you're refusing to make in the recent past, where you're like, do I completely let go of one of these people, or do I go with the person that's the brand new beginning, or do I go with somebody that I have history with? In the current situation, same thing. You're waiting to realize, to understand, to come to the conclusion of, this is my person. Is it the one that makes more sense, or is it the one that I have more feelings for? Interesting, Aries, you little drama, you. I'm just kidding. Let's take a look at the Empress for you in the current situation. Well. The Empress is clarified by the High Priestess, the Devil, and the Star. Look, I said this, I can't talk. I've said this before. I always say this. I always say this. Deep down, you know who you want. Deep down, you know exactly who your person is. However, you're also showing me that whoever this person is that you really want, there's some toxicity tied up to them. That's the one that you have that possibly emotional connection with, but there's a little bit of toxicity. It's when you and this person come together, it could be fighting, it could be arguments, it could be not so great energy between the two of you. And you're showing me deep down, this is the person that I want. This is my person, but I want to heal this toxic element. I want to heal whatever unhealthy patterns this person and I have. Or it could just be you healing this unhealthy pattern within yourself when it comes to this person. Although I don't feel like that's the case for most of you. Deep down though, you know who your person is. You know who you want. You know what you want. There's no doubt there, you know? But on the surface, you're like, well, I don't know. What do I decide? Is it this person or that person? You know which person it is. You know exactly which person it is. So in the near future, you get the Chariot is clarified by the Page of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Eight of Swords. The passion that you have for this person, the more time passes, the more you start, the energy starts moving, the passion intensifies, and it happens very, very quickly. You go from the Page of Wands to the Queen of Wands. That's like your passion, your desire, your attraction for this person multiplies, and it grows very, very quickly. However, there's also a lot of overthinking tied up to whatever this is. So it could be that as you're more drawn to this person, as you feel like, oh my God, I need this person, you're also stressing out about it, because there's a lot of, well, what if this happens? Well, what if that happens? Well, what if they hurt me? Well, what if this happened? There's a lot of worst case scenarios showing up here for you, tied up to this passion intensifying for you though. So it's kind of like the more you want them, the more you're attracted to them, the more your brain comes in and starts like freaking you out with all the ways that this could go bad. Let's take a look at the Wheel of Fortune for you here in the near future. Wow. The Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the King of Wands, the Five of Wands, which you get again in the near future, and the Eight of Wands. I feel like it's gonna happen. This conversation that you and this person need to have is going to take place, and I feel like you're gonna be the one that's gonna initiate it. And the way it's happening, the way it's coming in, it's this conversation is going to help you move past this conflict, move past this disagreement, and resolve whatever the argument is, or whatever the drama is, or whatever the disagreement is between you and this person. It's a conversation that needs to be had, and I see you having it. And not only do I see you having it, I see you being the one to initiate it. Let's take a look at the Five of Wands for you here in the near future. Five of Wands is clarified by the Justice, the Three of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles. Yeah. Whatever this conflict is between you and this person, it's going to get balanced out. balance, divine balance is going to be restored because you guys are going to open up. You guys are going to have that conversation where you tell them everything that you feel. They open up and express everything that they feel. And you guys are going to come together and work on things. And when you're working on things, that equal give and take is going to be restored. That I show up, I give 50%. You show up, you give 50%. It's all going to be restored. It's all going to come back into balance. Which is very beautiful because I feel like you do have a lot of love for this person. Like, you know who this person is to you. You know what they mean to you, but it's the toxicity. It's the unhealthy patterns that you two share, which is kind of deterring you from this. But I see that getting resolved in the near future, which is very beautiful to see. So let's close off your reading and see what Spirit wants you to keep in mind this week, Aries. Yeah, love it. Love it. From the universe, you get the 6 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. Balance. Equal give and take between you and somebody else is coming into play here. You're going to restore it. And what that brings about after you have this conversation, after that balance is restored, 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups. This is literally like happiness. The happiness that you want, the stability that you want, the long term that you want, it's coming into play. So this was a very beautiful reading. I really loved it for you, Aries. I hope this reading helped, and if it did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and make sure to check out your monthly reading up on the channel now. Thanks again for tuning in, Aries, and I'll see you here next week. Bye, Aries.